Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelsey will be here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And today, I know you want to jump right into your handstand. You want to get right into it. You're ready to learn right now. But there's a couple things you need to do before you're ready to handstand, especially in that first year. In that first year, you're still figuring everything out. So let me go over some of the things that I always do before I handstand, especially when I was a newbie and I hadn't, really known what I was dealing with upside down. The first thing is stretch your hamstrings. If you have very tight hamstrings, it's going to be hard to kick up or float up to any type of a handstand. I'm gonna set a timer, that way I know I don't take up more than about 10 minutes of your time to have you handstand prep ready. So let's just spend a couple of minutes in your Paschimottanasana or your seated forward fold. So just bring the legs together, flex the feet back towards the face, because then this also stretches out the calves. And notice how I don't round in, but I sit up nice and tall and I fold in. This is that Ashtanga background that I think is so important because it really helps to stretch out not only just the tops of the hamstrings, but the calves as well. You can just grab the sides of your feet if you're not here yet, that's okay. But the more that we can stretch out the hamstrings, the better you're going to be when you're upside down. So when you are folding, think hinge at the hips, activate the quads by lifting up through the kneecaps, lengthen the spine, and fold with your heart, fold with your chin. We've been here for a couple of seconds, so now let's open it up and make it a wide-legged forward fold. I'm going to show you from the front that it doesn't need to be a pancake. So my feet are coming to the edges of my block and my butt, or not my block, my yoga mat, and my butt goes right to the back of it. And then just, come down to your forearms. You don't have to be completely flat, although if you're looking to get into that press, that does help if you can have a completely flattened out pancake. I'm not stretched yet today, so things are a little tight. And that just lets me know, yeah, those adductor muscles, those thighs, inner thigh muscles, they need to get stretched out. It's gonna help you to be able to kick up and hold that handstand. You can rest on your forearms, great. If you wanna grab the sides of the feet, that's great. Maybe you wanna flatten it out a little bit more. But remember, when you are in these deep stretches that maybe don't feel the best, breathe, breathe, breathe. You have to breathe in these postures. Otherwise, when you lock in that discomfort, when you hold your breath, you keep it. You tell your brain, this is an uncomfortable situation. I'm not safe here. I cannot relax in. And you'll forever be looking for that fold that you can't quite get. All right, the next thing that I want you to do is to stretch out the chest and the shoulders. If you want to hold a handstand and your shoulders come to here, you're gonna have a really hard time holding. You have to be able to open up the shoulders completely. And so you need to be able to get the shoulders, the arms in line with the ears. Practicing puppy pose, coming onto your hands and knees, and then walking the hands away, melting the chest, melting the chin and the throat. And relax. That will help so much in stretching out your shoulders. You can either stay right there, or you can also do this puppy pose on the wall. So hands up, and then you can drop your head down in between your arms, and you can control how deep you want this stretch to go. Another nice way to do it is to open the chest away. Just keep one arm on, open the chest away. Other side, palm on. My palm is facing towards my ear, so ooh, big nerve stretch, big shoulder stretch, chest stretch. The other thing that I would have you do is to do a little bit of bicycle crunches. So let's just real quick knock out 50 bicycle crunches. This will take us 1 minute, we can do it. Come onto your back, hands behind your head. Let's do it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the purpose of this is to get the abs engaged. The abs don't like to turn on. They have to kind of be talked into it. And this is gonna keep you from banana backing, that's 20. It's gonna keep you from falling over in your handstand so that you get that nice, strong, straight line. I know you're wanting that. That's 30. All the way across, really get that twist. Lengthen out that leg at the bottom. That way you're getting as much activation as you can. Already 40. 10 more. Last 2, and 50. Now, if I had my way and time wasn't an issue, I would have had to do 100, but that's okay. You gotta just do what you gotta do. Another great thing that you could do in addition to those bicycle crunches is glute thrusts. So let's real quick knock out 50 glute thrusts. It's not gonna take that much time. Stay with me, you got this. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Plant the feet. And we're gonna just glute thrust 50 times. So lower and lift up. We're not gonna go really low. We're gonna stay right here at the top because we just wanna get that glute turned on. Let's do 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push down through the heels. Squeeze the glute at the top. 10. Pull the belly button down towards the spine. This is all about the legs and the glutes here. 15. 20. Push, push, push through the heels. So important. Space around the neck. I would have had a yoga block under my head if I had thought about it. That would be ideal. 30. Keep pushing, keep squeezing, keep the shoulder blades tucked. You got this. Belly button down. Squeeze those glutes. 40. Last 10. Turn that glute on. Make that a nice, strong, straight handstand. Nothing too crazy. And last one, 50. Woo. So now the abs, the glutes, the core of our body has been turned on a little bit, and you're less likely to fall over into that back bend, and you're less likely to banana back when you get into your handstand or any inversion shape. All right, the next thing I'm gonna have you do, let's start to warm up the wrists a little bit. So come into a down dog, and then we're just gonna do 10 times, we're gonna shift forward. So from downward facing dog, I just want you to come forward, shift the shoulders over the wrists. So let's do that 10 times, okay? 1, pull the belly in. 2, come all the way up on the tippy toes. 3, really lean forward. 4, if you need to grip the mat with your hands or your fingers, please do. 5, 6, push out of the shoulders, so important. 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. So now the wrists are starting to get a little bit more warmed up. Let's stretch them out. So just plant the hands, the back of the wrist, or the inner wrist, excuse me, is facing away from you. And then just sit down as much as you can. So just kind of starting to lean back, glutes to heels. Maybe some shifting from side to side or in a circle. And then the backs of the hands down and the back of the wrist facing away. Try to get the thumb down as well. And then let's shake out the hands. Shake, 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 shake. Makes a huge difference. Gets new blood circulation going. Reduces swelling. All right, we're gonna do some floor shaping. So just for 20, 30 seconds, I want you to hold a handstand shape while you're on the floor. So squeeze the legs together, or at least hips width. Reach the arms up and overhead. Flex the hands back, the wrists back. I want you to put your nose down on the floor, your forehead, your chin. Pull the low belly in, squeeze the glutes, activate the legs. Here we go. And hold this. Press the armpits down towards the floor. Pull the fingers back, point the toes, squeeze the glutes, belly in, and keep breathing. This may seem pointless, but it is not pointless. The shape that we make on the floor, we are training our mind that this is what we're gonna look like upside down. So this wall shaping, floor shaping, it's really important. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That should be tough. If it's not really tough, I think you're missing something. The next thing I would have you do is kick up and hold a handstand on the wall. If you're gonna kick up so that you're facing the wall, what I would have you do is make sure that the hands are shoulders width, kick up, and then instead of resting the feet on the wall, instead activate the glutes. Touch just one of the toes of the feet on the wall and lift the other leg straight up. Otherwise, if both feet are on the wall, you're gonna arch and find a banana back. So instead, lift that lifted leg straight up towards the ceiling, squeeze the toes together, squeeze the glute, maybe switch legs, just the toes are touching the wall. That way I can really find a nice, strong, straight line. My body's finding out what to do. I'm pressing back through the armpits, legs are active. All right, so we have 1 more minute. A couple more things that I would do before I just try to go right into a strong handstand shape is that I would tell myself in the beginning, I'm just gonna do some beginner holds. I would not go straight up to that straight leg handstand. I would work on just some jumps up, maybe give myself 5 to 10 jumps. So maybe off of each leg, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 5 on each leg, 4. See, I'm pulling this one knee in, helping me to engage the abs. Always do both legs, even if it's not so strong on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then think about taking some easier shapes. So split legs, stag legs. Let me show you what those would look like. Sorry. I am human. Stag is easier. Split leg is easier. And charger legs are easier. And those are good shapes. See, there's my timer. We stuck to 10 minutes. Those are the shapes that I would have you take before you start looking for straight legs. So take the split legs, take the charger legs where the one knee is pulled in, and focus on holding strong there. That's gonna help warm up the wrists and the shoulders. Then you get that bodily awareness, and then you can start building towards that straight body, legs together handstand. So do those things before you look for that strong straight handstand. Hang out with your stag, hang out with your charger. And I love these two postures because see how my right knee is pulling in towards the belly? Turning the abs on. Again, let me kick back up. Again, right knee pulling into the belly forces the abs to turn on. And I'm much less likely to fall. I can control which way I fall. It's hard to talk that much in a handstand. And then when you're ready, you've done all these things, you've warmed up the shoulders, you've stretched out the hamstrings, you kicked up a few times, you found that really strong shape either on the wall or on the floor, you've played around with some beginner postures like the stag legs or the charger leg, which still, any handstand, any forearm stand, I don't care what shape you take, it's very, very hard. So when I say beginner, I mean beginner for a very advanced posture. And then after that, then you can look for that strong straight handstand with legs together and toes pointed. And please take this in mind, that could take months, probably years to build. So give yourself that grace that you're not gonna find a straight body handstand in maybe that whole first year. Instead, charger legs. But at some point, straight body will come when you put in the time and the practice. There you go, your 10-minute warm-up to get ready for your handstand. I hope that helped and you learned something new. You guys are doing a great job. Please tag me on your TikTok or on your Instagram. I'd love to see what you're doing in your handstand or your forearm stand or your headstand. They're all really great fun postures. And getting upside down is actually really good for your health. So get upside down a little bit every day or at least a few times a week, and I promise you're gonna start feeling amazing. Check out my other videos. There's so much on here about headstand, handstand, forearm stand, all that kind of stuff, drills to do to get strong there. And yeah, ask questions in the comments. Let me know what you guys need. And good luck with your journey inverting. It's so much fun. Take care, you guys, and namaste.